This video has a massive trigger warning for self-harm.
Hello and welcome back to another video by the Rose System. I'm Sarah and today we are talking about self-harming. We can only really talk about our own experience with self-harming, and there is so much more than we can cover. If self-harming is a trigger for you, please feel free to skip this video as this is a very heavy topic. If you are currently self-harming, please seek medical support. Let's get into it. Self-harming is an important topic to talk about. It is very common amongst those who have mental health problems. It is an incredibly heavy topic that is uncomfortable to talk about. We do not have the answers, but there is so much more to say than what we've covered in this video. Please proceed with caution. If you are helping someone who is self-harming, please don't judge them. They need support and they need to know that you are safe to talk to. Please be gentle with them and encourage them to take the steps they need to break the cycle. If you are self-harming, please seek support. There are several organisations that can help. We have listed some of them in the description below. There are some signs to look out for which may indicate your loved one is self-harming. These include things like the person wearing long sleeves in hot weather, which could be an attempt to hide the physical injuries. Other signs are recent cuts, bruises or burns, particularly on the arms and the legs, that don't have an explanation. Other signs can be drastic changes in mood and the withdrawal from common activities. Most people who self-harm hide it, and those who seek help seek informal help in friends and family. I am one of the people who hid my self-harming. I was deliberate not to break the skin, so there were never any scabs or scars. I don't bruise easily, so I could get away with things that would normally cause bruises. I made sure that there were no permanent or semi-permanent marks that could give me away. No one would have known if I didn't show them the marks straight after the harm. There are many reasons as to why people decide to harm themselves. Some people self-harm to feel something. Their depression has reached a point where emotions are so numb that physical pain gives them some feeling. Others self-harm to gain control. Many people who go through trauma have had their autonomy taken away from them, and self-harm is a way for them to regain a sense of control. Many systems have alters who are known as persecutors. Some persecutors harm the body as a way of continuing the abuse or trauma the system has been through. The belief is that if the persecutor continues the trauma, then the outside world perpetrator does not need to. In a twisted logic, it brings the control back to the system. Other people self-harm for the rush and the euphoria that comes after the pain. For me, my seasons of self-harming has two main reasons. The first is the release of the mental pain I experience. What's happening internally needs a release, and causing bodily pain gets it out. The second reason is it is a form of punishment. I struggle with my sinfulness and hurting other people and making mistakes. So when I stuff up, I feel the need to punish myself. There are a million of other reasons people self-harm, but all of them lead to an unhealthy coping mechanism. Breaking the cycle of self-harm is an important step to recovery. Lifeline has listed some strategies to move towards breaking the habit. The first is to delay the action. Keep delaying in 10 minutes increments. The idea is that the longer you delay and make delaying a habit, the less likely you are to actually harm yourself when the urges come. The second suggestion is to distract yourself. This is one that I and my support people have used extensively. When I was at the height of my worst season, I would frequently turn up on some friend's doorstep and we would play checkers or do gardening work until the urges would pass. Some other distractions include exercise, calling a friend, clenching and relaxing the muscles, or playing with a pet. The third suggestion is to divert the urges by doing something that is similar but doesn't actually cause harm. These are things like holding ice, having a shower, punching a pillow or boxing bag, or eating something spicy. I used to have wasabi peas in easy reach and would use them to satisfy the urge for pain. And the final suggestion Lifeline gives is deep breathing. There are a number of breathing exercises you can use, and the one recommended on the website is counting to 5 slowly as you breathe in, and again to 5 as you breathe out. Self-harm is a habit that will never be fully broken. It can and does become an addiction. It is so easy to relapse and get back into the habit of harming yourself. We have relapsed so many times over the years, and it is always a long process to break the habit again. It is helpful to identify the triggers that lead up to the harming. These are things that result in the urges forming. For me, a huge trigger is if I hurt or annoy someone around me. The belief that I cannot make mistakes is a trigger. Other triggers can be things like anniversaries, specific thoughts, the return to numbness, extreme changes in mood or physical sensations. Getting to know your triggers is an important step to start the process of taking control of your self-harming. It is not easy, and I do not have answers. This is why seeing a medical professional is so important. If you are self-harming, know you are not alone. Millions of people self-harm. Help can be found, and learning to cope is important, but it is not easy. But also know, this does not diminish God's view of you. He still and always will love you deeply. He will always want to have a deep and personal relationship with you. This does not change your status in His eyes. There are Christians who will not understand and who will judge, but they fail to see you the way God does. You are loved and cherished by Him. You can turn to Him for help. His help will look different for each person, but you are not alone. He is with you, always. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Please stay safe and seek help if you need it. I hope I haven't disturbed you too much with this topic. Please know you are loved by the incredible God of the universe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!